but there's no time for reasons. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for reasons. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Football Chatbox deadline stream for Game Week 12. How is everyone doing? My name is Ryan and welcome to the Football Chatbox. Obviously, a bit of an earlier stream today. So shout out to Chris, Tiger and Gunnar. How are you guys doing? Early stream today because we're just trying out something new. This was suggested by Zodiac on Twitter, who is basically right now killing the mini league. He's right now on top of the mini league, Zodiac. And I think Zodiac is at, where is it? He's at 481 in the world. So congrats to Zodiac, doing really good stuff, killing the mini league. So he suggested, why not try an early deadline stream? Because we don't want to clash with like everyone else as well who's streaming. So I was like, okay, let's try it. And we are live a bit early today. So hopefully that time is fine. Justin, how are you doing? I'm sorry, Justin. Unfortunately, all the picks that we mentioned hasn't been that great so far. So hopefully, maybe they do something this week. But I had one of the worst weeks I can think of. I don't even want to talk about it. My rank is getting destroyed. But upwards, only one way upwards, and let's hope we get there this week. How late are you staying up? So usually for deadline streams, we do 2 hours. So I just plan to do the next 2 hours. So for 2 hours from now, basically, that is basically the plan. Depending on how many people are active as well. But yeah, 2 hours max. Nothing more than that. TB, how are you doing? Says hello, Ryan. And Tiger and Gunnar did a free hit in his team. Ooh, interesting. Tiger and Gunnar, if you want to share like the team for a free hit, let me know. It's alright. No need to apologize. Sorry. Yeah, I had easily my worst week. Oh no. Yeah, I think we'll get from this. Anyways, Justin, this is your last week, right? And then you're hitting that wildcard button in Game Week 13, and you can just freshen up your team. Triple Arsenal, triple City. Get the most consistent players in the game, and then it's just upwards from that until Game Week 16. So wildcard smash. As soon as Justin, what you need to do is as soon as the deadline hits, right? When you wake up tomorrow morning, or basically today morning, later, just hit that wildcard button so that you can catch any price rises as well that happens. For any players that you think are brilliant, you can catch price rises as well because you're going to wildcard in Game Week 13. If you are going to wildcard in Game Week 13, just hit that wildcard button. And that's the same thing for anyone else also wildcarding in 13. Just hammer that wildcard button. Bora TV, namaste. Namaste. And then Chris says, what transfers have you made so far? Okay, so transfers. Madison obviously got yellow card. What a stupid yellow card to get, but it is what it is. So Madison is gone for Trossard. Now, Reece James has to be transferred, right? Now, Reece James is the one that I'm not sure what to do with, who to get specifically. Because most of the suggestions I asked on Twitter, everything came back with either Newcastle defender, already got Trippier, Crystal Palace defender, already got Guehi, Brighton defender, got Webster. There were some mentions with regards to either me going double Newcastle defense, that's one option. The other option was get a Leicester defender in Castani. I don't want to even butcher his name, but get basically this guy, right? That was the other option that came up. Get a Wolves defender was another option. Now I need a defender for 2 game weeks, and it has to be 4.8 or below. So that's one. And then one that I'm thinking, right? And if there are any Liverpool fans in the chat, please let me know. Is Gomez for 2 game weeks, just 2 game weeks. And now I've seen Klopp's presser as well, and he's basically said Konate might start training on Saturday, which means at least Gomez probably gets the next 2 games, right? Surely. So I'm like, okay, I don't mind Gomez. I don't mind getting in Gomez. What do you guys think? 4.5 should probably start West Ham. Dalot for Reece James, kindly show his FDR. I too have to sell James. Diego Dalot, yes, let's bring him up. Now, I was thinking about Dalot as well last game week, but unfortunately, I didn't go there. I wish I did now, but because 9 points. But he's FDR. This is Diego Dalot's FDR. Hey, buddy. Zodiac, how are you doing? Zodiac, by the way, again, guys, killing it in the mini league. We just had a look at your team. 481 in the world. Amazing. Just killing the mini league, killing most of the mini leagues. So congrats, Zodiac, and I hope you go like mid top 100 and maybe you can win this thing. Let's see. But doing really well. So well done to you. And this is Dalot's FDR for anyone who wanted. Chicken Baltipai. Welcome to the football chat box. Says good shout on Gomez. I just made that very move. Okay, you're also thinking about Gomez. What do people? I support Liverpool. Yes, Zodiac does support Liverpool. What do you think about Gomez? And also Chris says bit risky, but I think he should start the next 2. I just need someone for next 2. G, welcome. How are you doing? How are you doing? I think Gomez should start the next 2. Like I just need for 2 game weeks, because if you look at next game week, right, in my defense I have Cancelo and Trippier to start. Guehi plays Guehi I can start, but I don't really want to start Guehi, to be honest, because I never know what I get from Crystal Palace. And then Webster plays Man City, which is not really great. So if I can actually get Gomez for 2 game weeks and play at back 3, and next game week, that is in 13, I plan to move Trossard out, and I plan to move Andreas out, and I plan to get Foden and Saka or -4, which I think is not too bad. And then I will play a 3-5-2 formation for game week 13, assuming there are no further injuries. But yes, I did consider Gomez actually. I think he's nailed until Matip is back. That works for me. Because Klopp, when I was looking at the team news, didn't really mention too much about Matip, if I'm not mistaken. I know you guys can't see this fully. But basically with regards to Matip, Joel is still a bit away, of course. Luis as well, not even close. Okay, so Matip is a bit far off. Konate, with regards to Konate, he said maybe Konate will start training on Saturday, which is not too bad for me. Maybe he might start training. So which is not too bad because Forest's game is on Saturday as well. So which means Konate most likely misses that game as well. So for 2 game weeks at least, I have Gomez. I think that's a decent move, right? Surely that's a decent move. Will, how are you doing? Gomez played so well against City. Yep. Gomez basically, he went home, he emptied his pockets, he found his car keys, and he found a Norwegian meat shield as well. He found Haaland in his pockets. So yeah, Gomez played really well as well. Will, how are you doing? Another Liverpool fan, how do you think Gomez is a good move? I'm thinking of Gomez for 2 game weeks at least. So that's basically my planned transfers. Basically, Madison out for Trossard, Gomez out. Jesus out for probably Gomez. I was considering Trent, so Gomez seems okay. Trent is also not a bad move. It's just that I don't want to go Trent because I want to get Saka and Foden. That's why. And also TB, welcome to the football chat box as well. I think I mentioned that before. Decent green for me this week. Still outside top 2 million though. Don't worry, Will. I know you'll get easily into that. You'll be like top 100k incoming. Long season ahead. And also Fabian, how are you doing? What's up, Ryan? It's been a while. How are you doing? I'm doing well. I went Jose Mourinho style. I went to football heritage and brought in Costa. I mean, Diego Costa for Wolves is not a bad option. To be honest, like Wolves do have decent fixtures. Let's get Wolves up, right? Shall we? The FDR Crystal Palace. I mean, you never know. Could get something. You never know. And then obviously Leicester, not a bad game. Brentford, Brighton. That could be a bit difficult, but it's fine. I did Luka Dean to Guehi to save a little extra to have extra funds for my midfielders. Fair enough. See, I already had Guehi. I already had Webster. And I was like, can I find another good defender? Maybe Gomez. I think Gomez is fine. And Paul, welcome to the Football Chat Box as well. How are you doing? Long time no see. Or no speak, basically. Also, it seems like a lot of people are here, which means Zodiac's idea of starting a bit early compared to maybe the rest of the streamers for deadline stream worked. So guys, let me know if you guys are okay with like us starting a bit more earlier than other streams, and then we'll end a bit more earlier than we usually do. We don't wait until the deadline or anything like that. That way you guys can go and check out other streams and all of that as well. And you guys also get time to spend here as well and ask your questions. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Also, if that's okay with you guys, let me know in the comments, and then we'll apply that for basically the upcoming week's deadline stream as well. So let me know what you guys think. Basically, the upcoming week, let me actually check the upcoming week, what time it's here for me. So game week 13 is basically at 11:30 in the night. So usually I would have, the deadline would be 9 p.m. So I would have started at 7 p.m. I mean, 7 p.m. is already not a bad time. Let me know what you guys think about Saturday. Like, are you guys okay on Saturday to start like 2 hours before the deadline? I probably might start a bit. Actually, let's start maybe 3 hours before the deadline and finish an hour before the deadline. Let me know what you guys think about that for the upcoming Saturday, right? I think Gomez is a nice pick. Okay, I'll probably do that move. I've done KDB and Madison to Trossard and Salah. That's actually not too bad. Not sure whether to move Sufal out for -4. I might actually... Sufal is fit, right? Basically, West Ham don't really have any centre backs that are going to be working. So play Sufal. I probably wouldn't move Sufal out. All good here. Thank you, Paul. Tin, welcome. I would normally be in uni right now. Fair enough. Got Gomez in for James, Gordon for Madison, and Costa in for Archer. Ooh, quite a few. Is that a -8 or was that a -4 Gomez? I mean, not Gomez, Fabian. Saved funds will be used for Simicas to Trent. When he has a starter, hopefully next game week. That calm for Saturday. That's calm for Saturdays, yeah. That's calm for Saturdays. I'm lost, Will. Do you mean like we start like, let's say we start 3 hours before the deadline and we finish an hour before the deadline ends? Is everyone okay with something like that as a possibility? So let me know what you guys think. And also, actually, what I'm interested to know is the captaincies. -4. Oh, -4. That's not too bad, Fabian. Let me know. I'm gonna create a poll just to find out where everyone is going with regards to captaincies, shall we? Because I think this week it'll be actually quite spread. So let's see. Okay, with the time for streams, sweet. So we'll try that again for this Saturday and see how it go. Okay, who are the popular captaincies? I'm gonna go Salah. I'm gonna go Trossard. Let's look at the popular captaincies on Scout and then see what you guys are doing with regards to captaincies. Okay, so Scout has Salah, Trossard, Kane, and Mount, but I'm going to go Salah, Trossard, Kane, and other on the poll. Here we go. There we go. Poll is up. Salah cap, Salah cap. Okay, everyone says Salah cap. Kane is a good shout for cap. So here's the thing. Let's have a look, right? Now, this is Scout's best captaincy. It says we got 1,762 votes for Salah, Trossard coming in second, and then Kane in third, followed by Mason Mount. However, with regards to how many players with a fixture do you plan to field in Game Week 12? Now, this is something I'm interested to see. Okay, 57 still 11. 10 have 27. So there might be a decent number of managers with like 10 players or 9 players as well. I'll be interested to see. We'll be using free transfers, taking hits, or playing a chip in Game Week 12. Okay, so significant percentage taking a -4. Free transfers next. Free hit 19%. Now, I did not expect that. That's quite a lot. Couple -8. Not making a transfer. And -12 or more. That's, yeah. And then chips. Still have wild card. Game Week 13, Game Week 12. Oh, okay. So that's split. Game Week 12 and Game Week 13. Interesting. So yeah, that's basically the situation with regards to how the player base is. At least this is just from the poll on Scout. Small sample size only. But yeah. Okay, let me bring this back. Let me bring the comments up. Kane is a good shout for cap. I picked Kane since I don't have Salah. If I had Salah, I would pick him, then Trossard, and then Solanke. Ooh, if I had the balls, I would pick Solanke over Kane, but don't. I mean, Solanke is not a bad option, right? He's also playing Southampton. They haven't really kept a clean sheet before, so Solanke is not a bad shout to even have at least. Salah captain bandwagon. TB's on Salah captain bandwagon. Paul, Chris, all on Salah. I'm also on Salah. Fabian says, I'm a Chelsea fan, so I went Sterling. Could be due real soon. I don't know what to expect with Potter though. But maybe Sterling. I mean, if any game week you wanted to try and play a different captain, this is that game week. Why? Because there is no Haaland. That means the EO is going to be split all over the place. So if any game week you wanted to try a differential captain, this is that game week. Justin says, I have no clue who to captain. Who do you have in your team, Justin? Oh, wait. Who do you have in your team? Just chuck a few players here you have in your team and we'll have a look. Chris says, surprise Trippier solo. Thought he'd be a more popular captain. I just think people just don't like captaining defenders too much, because if you lose the clean sheet, then it's a big problem. Because where's Trippier? Trippier is pretty low, right? It's just because I think people just don't want to captain defenders. Hence why. Now I put this poll and it's taken up my comments side on the bottom. I need to open the comments from the browser. Fill in a full 11, roll in a transfer. Paul, you are in one of the best positions possible. If you can roll a transfer into Game Week 11, into Game Week 13 and field a full 11, you, my friend, are doing FPL right at this point. I need to know your secrets. I'm playing 10 players. I expect 9 to play. TB has... Oh, who do you have? Who is the unknown player that you're thinking? Wills says, if you have brains, you pick Kane over Solanke. I mean, Zodiac is doing something right. He's in the top 500 in the world. So I think he's doing something right. Do we think Nico starts? Good question. I have absolutely no idea whether Nico Williams starts or not. Let's see. It's very hard to tell with Forrest. He played 90 last game. It's going to be hard to tell whether he'll play this game as well, just after this. You play him and see. I don't know. You probably play him and see what happens. No idea. Abba and Zaha. Ooh, don't have anyone else. All my money is in majority City and Arsenal. Aubameyang and Zaha. Guys, who do you captain from Aubameyang and Zaha? I'm probably leaning... Oh, I don't even know. Justin, who else do you have? Actually, I can check Justin's team. Let me first do... Okay, before I do that, if you guys want to join the mini league, the league code is in here. Right down at the bottom of the screen, X269WB. Zodiac is leading it, and also there are so many other managers right here. I think I can find Justin as well somewhere here. Oh, we've gone way more than 100. So congrats to everyone. This is Justin's team, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, Justin, you can do De Bruyne to Salah if you wanted to, assuming you haven't made that transfer yet. This is your team, isn't it, Justin? You could probably do De Bruyne to Salah, and then just captain Salah. I won't be against that move if you wanted to do that. I think Kane will blank and Solanke score. I mean, if Kane blanks and United wins, I am all for it. But I'm probably still captain Kane. Fair enough. Alex, welcome, Alex. This is Darwin captain. Darwin captain is not a bad shout. Will he play though? That I guess I'll put the question to Zodiac and Will, the two Liverpool fans. Will Darwin play? Do you guys think Darwin will play? Fabian says yes. My secret, luck. Paul says luck is a secret. I need some of that luck, Paul. Zodiac says pretty sure Solanke. Oh, sorry. Will says pretty sure Solanke has been overperformed. Yes, Solanke has managed to score so many points with an XG or XGI of less than 1, which is crazy. Last game he could have scored 2 more goals. Fair enough. I would be in the same boat if Madison didn't get the yellow. Oh, fair enough. My rank is 583, so not too lucky. I mean, it's better than mine right now. Emerson, West Ham may not start. Probably might not start. But at this point, West Ham don't really have many defenders, to be honest. So I am not against playing him and seeing what happens. Yeah, should have pens too. Yep. Who would be a good recommendation for a 4.3 defender? Okay, this question was asked by Bharat as well in one of the group chats that I mean. Basically, your options for a 4.3 defender right now, is it for 1 game week G or is it for like a couple game weeks? If it is, well, I guess it's between Justin and Intnuri, to be honest, at this point. At least for this game week. I can't really recommend any other defenders, to be honest. It's just between these two. So it's up to you, your pick in terms of which team you actually trust a bit more. Guehi unfortunately went up to 4.4. So Guehi is no longer a 4.3 defender. Even though it's 4.3 here, he got a price rise that went to 4.4 today. The Guehi is out of the question. Solanke looks different the last 2 weeks. True. Bournemouth looked different. This is not the same Bournemouth as under their previous manager. So we need to kind of reassess how we evaluate Bournemouth as well. He works more, run more. Yep, fair enough. My team haven't made any transfers, so I have 1. Okay, so Justin, if you wanted, you can do that. KDB to Salah. It seems to be a very popular move by a lot of managers. And they're captaining Salah as well. So also, how many players are you fielding, Justin? Do you have a full 11? I need to probably... So you can probably do that move and just captain him if you wanted to. Hey Ryan, hope you're doing good. Late for the stream. Amit, no worries. We actually started earlier, like a little while ago. So you're not too late. Don't worry. Chris says, just join the league. I think I'd be 6th. Okay, let's have a look at Chris. This is... So Chris is joined. 6th place would be just above my, or basically same level as one of my co-hosts on the Football Chatbox, Rushant, who is having another absolute like crazy good season as well. So he's on 667, so somewhere there. I like him as an option, not as a captain for me. The fun part of being top 500 in the world is now people answer me on Twitter. I mean, they're always to answer if needed anyways. Southampton, not the greatest fixture. If Southampton play well, they will dominate. Who are we talking about again? Southampton. Oh, you mean Bournemouth? Oh, Solanke. Oh, this is talking about Solanke. Although they have always have it... Although they always have it to them to ship goals. Depends which team. Yeah, fair enough. I'm planning for wildcard next week. Not a bad week, G, to have wildcard actually. So if you're planning for wildcard, that means you want a one week punt on a defender. Okay. Leicester are playing Leeds. Probably won't go there. Wolves are playing Crystal Palace. Probably don't want to go there as well. Oh my god. Okay. So it's basically Crystal Palace versus Leeds. Which attack are you more afraid of at this point? And then basically pick a defense on that. If only Lamptey would start, but he doesn't start anymore. Yeah, and unfortunately we don't have any Bournemouth defenders as well. So it's between Justin and Ain't if you want to pick one. Rohan, how are you doing? Hi Ryan, good to see you, man. I'm planning to cap Sterling this game week. Fair enough. Maybe differential. What's your thought? The only problem with Chelsea, to be honest, at this moment, I have no idea how many minutes they'll play. Because the way Potter is basically Potter at this moment is worse than even what Tuchel used to be, and worse than Pep in terms of the amount of roulette that happens. What are they calling it? Pottery right now or something? I don't know. But minutes are the only problem with regards to all the Chelsea players. So I have no idea. It could work out, to be honest, but I don't know. Depends on the minutes. But I'll say it again. If there was any week for you to be a differential captain, this is the week. Because no one's on Haaland 190 EO. So you probably wouldn't lose too much if it goes wrong. Pretty sure Nunes will start. Hard to say though. Fair enough. Just got a rest, so I don't see why not. Unless he's been punished for not passing. He should have passed. I was waiting for another Salah goal. You know, I could have got another Salah goal before everyone brings in Salah. But like, yeah, I think I will be 10 if I made the KDB to Salah move. That's not too bad, Justin. Actually, 10 players is not too bad. I think a few people will be on 10. Paul says like and subscribe. Yes, people do like and subscribe if you are new. Especially don't forget to like, because it makes sure that more people see the video. So hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers. And once we hit 500 subscribers, I think we get a community section on YouTube. So I can post, we can post stuff on YouTube, on the YouTube channel side, in terms of the community tab. And then you guys can comment on YouTube itself, like on those posts. So 500 subscribers is actually a massive target in terms of building community and everything. So make sure to subscribe. I think it'll be 10. Yeah, I read that. Should I do Sterling and Trossard to Foden and Saka? Game week 13 for a -4. I am actually thinking of doing something similar, Alex. But instead of Sterling, who I don't have, it would probably be Trossard and Andreas to Saka and Foden for a -4. I'm thinking of doing something similar. So I wouldn't put you against it. Didn't know about that. Guehi Rice. That's nice. Oh yeah, it happened today, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Alex Mika seems good. Yeah, even Zodiac approves. Johnny will probably start over Anthony since Collins is back. Oh, okay. So then Justin it is most likely, because you're not going to find any other Wolves defenders, unfortunately. So Justin is probably the Leicester move to go, or the player to get at 4.3. And also because it's just one game week, right? It's very hard to punt on a one game week player, especially when it's a defender with low upside. If it was a high upside player, then it's fine. Low upside, it's very hard to tell. I'll put some thought into it. No worries, G. And also, thank you to everyone who's here, and to everyone who's interacting. You guys are amazing. So thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. And yeah, I hope everyone has a great game week as well. So let me make this transfer before I probably forget, unless there's actually something that would stop me from Gomez. Probably not. In terms of the poll, right now we are at, let me see where the poll is at. Salah is at 41%, Trossard at 32%, Kane at 14%, and other at 14%. Interesting. We'll keep the poll running until basically the end of the stream and see what happens. Rohan says, is Mendy likely to start? Edward Mendy, I don't know. The thing is, with Potter, he likes a goalkeeper who can play with his feet. Now, he did a similar thing at Brighton, where Matty Ryan was the keeper first, and he wasn't that great with his feet. And then he was like, Potter was like, oh, we'll see. And then he bought in Sanchez, and then after that, Sanchez was just first choice keeper. And I mean, Kepa played really well last game week, so in the last game, and kept Chelsea in the game. So I wouldn't drop Kepa, to be honest. 7 saves as well. I mean, 10 points, crazy. So Kepa, I would probably expect him to continue to play. I don't see why he would be dropped for Mendy, to be honest. And also goalkeepers, you usually don't rotate compared to the outfield players. Goalkeepers very rarely get rotated. Okay, I think we should be good. Hey Ryan, do you play Fantasy 5? Amit, no, I don't. Is Fantasy 5 available outside the UK? I don't know. At the moment, no. Fantasy 5. No, I don't play Fantasy 5. I don't know if it's available. Or at least if I can play it outside the UK. I'm not really sure. But no, I haven't played Fantasy 5. However, during the World Cup, assuming World Cup, I don't know when World Cup Fantasy is going to come out. I think it'll probably be 2 weeks before the World Cup. So if anyone is playing World Cup Fantasy, we will be doing content on that as well. So I'll be doing like team selection videos and everything for most of the World Cup. And then at the end, around the semis or something, I'm flying out for a trip. So during that time, I'll see whenever I get the chance to make videos, I'll try and make you guys make some videos. But yeah, we'll be doing World Cup Fantasy. There'll be a mini league for World Cup Fantasy as well. So anyone who wants to play it, I really enjoy it because it's like a shorter version of a game and very chill. Tempted to do Jesus to Mitro, but Arsenal have such good games after the blank. I'd probably keep. Oh yeah, you won't lose any value. You shouldn't lose any value. But if you wanted to do, would you do Metro, or is there? Surely there are better 1 week punt strike options. Are there better 1 week punt strike options than Metro? It's hard to say. Maybe there are. The thing is, yeah, Gabriel Jesus hasn't really risen in terms of value. So you won't lose anything out too much. I will battle you in World Cup as well. I'm also top 100 in UGC. My God, Zodiac, you are having, in terms of fantasy sports, you're doing something right this time. I probably need to get you to come and run the channel. Like, give me team reveals or something. But yeah, you're doing really amazing. Are you excited for T20 World Cup since Sri Lanka is down under? Bro, I don't know if Sri Lanka will even qualify for T20 World Cup at the moment. We need to we're in a qualify. I can't believe we're in a qualifying stages, but here we are. Sri Lanka is in a qualifying knockouts qualifying groups to even qualify for the World Cup. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if Sri Lanka will qualify or not. We'll have to see first. Why is streaming so early? There's 3 hours left. So the reason we're streaming early is one, the deadline is so late here in Australia. It's like a let me check. Today the deadline in Australia is at 4 o'clock. So it's either I start a stream at 2 o'clock in the morning, or I end the stream at 2 o'clock in the morning instead. And also it was a suggestion to try and maybe stream at a different time compared to all the other streamers, and then see how it goes. And I was like, okay, let's try it. And yeah, so far it's so good. A lot of interaction. So I think we'll try this a few times in terms of streaming a bit earlier than the deadline and then ending a bit earlier. Because that way you guys also have the option to go and visit other deadline streams as well from some of the bigger content creators if you wanted to, and also be here and interact and have fun. So that was the reason for streaming early. Trying something new as well, and also very late deadline in Australia. That's another reason. That's crazy. Yeah, I know, right? I was thinking of going to T20 World Cup, but yeah, I've already seen a World Cup in Australia before, so this one I'll skip. I'll just watch it on TV. But yeah, enough of the cricket, because I don't think anyone else is interested in cricket here. I'm not sure. So I shall do the move with regards to Gomez, because I can't see any other reason why I probably wouldn't go there. And I think he's probably a really good move as well for at least 2 game weeks. And the Liverpool fans in the chat have also said that he's a decent move, so I actually don't mind trying that move out. So let's see what he's. Yeah, I think he should be fine. He's very low owned as well. Would you guys think that Klopp plays Trent at midfield and then starts to play maybe Gomez at right back even? You never know, right? Possible. Best defender for 4.5 million. Replacement for Nico Williams. And also thoughts on Trent. Thoughts on Trent. Okay, so Trent could be an option. Unfortunately, for some reason, he was never asked about the question. Klopp wasn't asked about the question in the press conference with regards to Trent. So we have no idea whether Trent is fit enough to play or not. If I'm not mistaken, he did feature before I say anything further. Yes, okay, he got a minute. So maybe Trent might play this game. And also, given the amount of injuries, there's talk about Trent probably playing in midfield. So maybe he plays in midfield. So maybe Trent is not a bad option, to be honest. There's nothing really mentioned about him. So if you can go to Trent as well, I mean, from Nico to Trent is a massive upgrade. Where are you having? That's a lot of money. But yeah, so that's not a bad. For Ian, on the other hand, best 4.5 million defender option. For how long are we talking, Ian? Is it for 1 game week, 2 game weeks, or till the end of the World Cup? Sorry, not the end of the World Cup, till the World Cup. If it's till the World Cup, then we'll have to probably see. I think you might not find a defender right now till the World Cup. I would probably just get like about a 1 to 2 game week option and then switch to an Arsenal defender probably. I like Andy and his content a lot, but I don't get watching his stream with 10k people when you want advice. Fair enough. Yeah, it's very hard, right? Because like anyone with a big YouTube presence, their chat is just flying. So for you guys to get even like this kind of interaction, it's not going to be easy. So I understand where these guys, they also come with, so it's not easy when you have like a lot of people talking. If we ever get to that stage, I will have to probably implement slow mode, and I might have to get even one of my co-hosts on stream so that we can have 2 people answering questions. I like Andy and so I read that. Who are you planning to cap? Mo Salah. Salah. Thoughts on Madison? Also interesting name. Also, welcome to the Football Chatbox. Thoughts on Madison and Martial for Eze and Firmino for -4. Eze and Firmino for -4. Interesting. Firmino is not a bad option right now. Diaz is out. Jota is out. Liverpool's attack is basically you have Firmino, Salah, Darwin Núñez, Carvalho. Probably those 4 at this moment. Carvalho plays on the right. Carvalho plays left. Salah probably right, and it's between Firmino and Darwin. Or maybe they switch to a 2-striker formation or something like that. So I mean, Firmino is not a bad choice. It's just minutes. Minutes are the problem. I don't know how many minutes you're going to get from these guys. Eze, on the other hand, again, Crystal Palace. I mean, for the value at 5.6, here's one thing. I don't know how... If you're looking at a 5... Here, now, this was mentioned a couple of weeks ago in one of the deadline stream. And... this was game week... Was it game week 10? Yes, I think it was game week 10. Bilin was mentioned in the deadline stream, game week 10. And ever since then, the guy has scored 10 points and 5 points. And before that, he's at a 9-pointer and a 7-pointer. So if you wanted someone for like a 5 million price range midfielder, I really don't mind Bilin. You can play him in Southampton, Leeds and Everton if you wanted to. If you're looking for that cheap midfielder. But Eze is also not too bad. Let's actually have a look. Okay, this is the expected points for you guys. Let me get Crystal Palace up. Actually, let me switch to midfield and sort it by cost at 5.5. Was it 5.5? Let's actually go 6. So see, Bilin is higher than Eze. So I don't mind Eze, but even Bilin is also not a bad shout. As a Liverpool fan, I'd rather Trent being dropped. He's totally defensively inadequate. Played 1 minute and he already let Foden right past him. Fair enough. I much prefer streams where you can actually talk to the guy streaming. Fair enough, fair enough. He didn't play right back when he came on. Didn't he play centre mid? I thought he played centre mid. I was half asleep during that game, so I'm so sorry. I tried watching as much as I could, but it was so late in the night. I'm interested to see what we do with Trent. I could maybe see him playing in the role he was playing versus City a bit more. So you mean like a midfield option? Back to FPL. Can you check my team? I'm right now 11th in your league. Yes, we can. We can. Make sure to join the league, guys. If you haven't, league code is there right down below. X269WB. The other way down there. And we're going to check right now Amit's team, who is doing really well. Interest. Oh no. Ouch. That would have hurt, wouldn't it? Oh, this could have been such a good week, Amit. But it's fine. Okay, we're going to ignore that slightly. In terms of who you will have playing, you basically have 1, 2, 3. I mean, you have everyone who's going to... Oh, okay. You have... Okay. Okay. So you have 3, 4 players that you need to kind of move with. Here's the thing. I don't actually mind you playing with 10 players, to be honest, if it is meant to like that you keep Saliba. I don't know how much value you have stored in Saliba, Amit. If you have quite a lot of value stored in Saliba, then I actually don't mind just playing with 10. You could also probably do Cancelo to Trent and then back to Cancelo also. That's another possibility. But honestly, I don't mind 10 players as well, to be honest. But yeah, that's a possibility. That's something you can do. And obviously Madison, you have to transfer out as well. But you have a playing team. The rest of the players are playing at least. This is a good team, to be honest. Good team. Oh wait, I didn't read the rest of your comment. Already did Maddie to Trossard and Trossard to Foden next game week. Is it essential to make a hit for Cancelo to Webster or play with 10? Ooh, Cancelo to Webster for 1 game week. Nah, I probably wouldn't do that, would it? No, I wouldn't do that. I'll just keep Cancelo. I'll just play with 10. Ian says, nonetheless, he was the last man on the right and was caught ball watching, almost civilly cost us the cross flash past the box. Fair enough. Zodiac says, I'm top 500 in the world and I'm playing with 10. So it's not about how many you got, but the quality of those you have. Exactly, that's why I'm like, I probably would play with 10 with this team. My defense is Trippier, Nico Williams, Webster, White, Cancelo. My budget for Nico replacement is 4.5 million. No idea whether I need a long or short-term option. Trippier, Nico, or you already have an Arsenal defender. Okay, if you aren't sure whether you need a short... are you willing to double up on double Newcastle defense, Ian? Because that could be an option. Or you could go to the Leicester defender, whose name I shall not butcher this time, which is... I'll just bring it up for you, Ian, and then you can probably decide. This guy. Timothy Castane. I'm going to butcher that name. I'm not going to attempt it, but yeah. He's also not too bad if you wanted 4.5. In terms of defense, expected points for 4.5. You got Anderson and Guehi up there. Do you have Guehi? Oh, you don't have Guehi. So you could probably do Guehi actually, to be honest. Because you're never going to be playing Guehi after that, most likely. I don't know. So Ian, actually, you could just do a Nico Williams to Guehi, 4.4. I would just do that. Because you'll most likely play Trippier, Cancelo, and Ben White in most of the other weeks. So I would just do this move if you wanted to, Ian. Okay. I feel like there's a whole trend conversation going in the chat. Let's move past that, guys. 10th place is fine. Justin says Sanchez or Ward at goalkeeper. Sanchez. Brighton against Forest. Surely Brighton keep a clean sheet against Forest. They'll concede a goal against Forest. Meanwhile, I think Leeds can actually score. So Sanchez, Justin. I got it. Saliba from 4.5. Okay, you're not transferred. You play with 10, Amit. I want to see him in like a right mid, right wing back with a centre back or right back behind him. Basically where Elliot was playing. Fair enough. Yep. Trippier captain. Would work actually, to be honest. I wouldn't put you against it. Depends on who else you have, Alex. It's not a bad shout, to be honest, but it depends on who else you have. The only problem with defense I always has is like you lose a clean sheet and then it's a problem. His attitude is downright disgusting. Oh no. I think this trend conversation we need to move on. Let's have trend for another day, shall we? Justin sends a heart. Thank you. Rewarding him with a midfield position for lackluster performance. Lol. Alright. Ignoring Trent, I'm going to be bringing Gomez in. I can't think of another reason why I probably wouldn't want to bring him in. I don't mind. Yeah, I think Gomez is most likely the case. I'm not a fan of Trent. Fair enough. Brighton defense hasn't looked as good since the new manager's come in. That is true in some ways. They kind of missing a spark, aren't they? But surely, if there was any team for them to keep a clean sheet in, I mean, to be honest, you look at the teams that the Brighton managers played. It's Liverpool and Spurs, not the easiest, and then obviously Brentford. Bit of a hard team to tell what will happen with regards to Brentford. So surely, if he's to keep a clean sheet, it's got to be Forest. But yeah, let's see. I want to move on, but that is a big yikes for me. Okay, Will and Ian, we need to end this conversation of Trent. I like you both, but let's end this conversation. I need to take a -4 to transfer out Madison. Which midfield should I get in? Currently, I have Trossard, Andreas, Martinelli, Zaha. Trossard, Andreas, Martinelli, Zaha. I'm looking at Rodrigo or Sinistera since they have not performed. Sean, would you consider Mount? Yes, Mount is a possibility for Madison. The other one is actually, to be honest, looking at your midfield, this move is most likely going to be a 1-week punt. Because you're most likely, Sean, going to go for Foden or Saka next week. So you're basically looking for a 1-week punt on midfield at like 8 million or less. So Mount is an option. You said you have most of the others. Almiron is all. I don't know if I want to go. I mean, Almiron is not a bad option. I won't put anyone against Almiron. He's playing in a slightly different position for Newcastle at the moment, especially with Isaac and Saint Maximum both out for some time. Almiron also is not a bad shout. Um, Castanage or Rodrigo in the 11. Rodrigo. Go with the attacking. I need to take my advice. The advice I give you guys, I need to apply to myself. If you guys ever see that I don't apply the same advice I give, just make sure to let me know. Because at times I give decent advice out and I don't follow it and I get I go down in the ranks. So just remind me if I don't do the same thing. Like when I say choose the attacker over the defender, most of the times choose the attacker over the defender. If I don't follow that, you guys should let me know. So I put the attacker over the defender. But yeah, Rohan, I'll probably go for Rodrigo. What about Kilman and Johnny to replace Nico? That is not a bad shout as well. If you wanted a Wolves player, you could probably go Kilman. To be honest, not a bad option. Decent for bonus points at times. 25 is not too bad. So Kilman's not a bad shot. Can you show predicted points of all players for only this game week 12? Yes, we can. Let's do that. Let me add my ID here. And let's switch it to one game week. Do you prefer Foden or Saka next week? I prefer both players, which is why I'm going to go and get both players, Will. I'm leaning towards Saka right now, even if Pens weren't in the equation. It's because Saka has Southampton, right? So Southampton game is slightly a better option than the Brighton game. But if I was to pick one, and if you had only one Arsenal attacker and you had two City players already and one Arsenal player, then I would probably pick Saka compared to Foden. Because Saka's underlying stats are slightly better than Foden's at the moment. But I think both are good options. So yeah, both are good options. Anyway, for Game Week 12, this is what Amit wanted. Here are the projected points. What's the hype around? Not a fan of Leicester defense. Already transferred out James. Justin. Oh, okay. So I think to be honest, the hype for Leicester defense is partially to what like TB said in terms of two clean sheets out of 3, which is decent enough. And I guess the other bit of hype is that there aren't any defenders. Like I'm struggling to give you guys proper defensive suggestions right now in that price bracket. Because I'm assuming you guys already have like the likes of Guehi, you have a Brighton defender already, you have your Newcastle defense, you have a City defender. Arsenal is blanking as well, so I can't suggest Arsenal, and you already have Arsenal, so it's like trying to give further defenders who aren't really performing. Zuma is out. West Ham would have been a decent defensive team before, but now they're playing without just proper centre backs, so it's very hard to give proper recommendations, which is why you just look at the fixtures and you're going, oh, Leicester have done well in the last few games, so Leicester defense is not too bad. Fixtures aren't too bad as well. So that's probably why the hype is there. And also he's done actually well for bonus. Castanage. I'm just gonna call it Timothy. He's done well for bonus, so that's why he's slightly higher up. I give advice to my friends and also don't follow it myself. Fair enough, Will. Fair enough. Thanks, Zodiac. Mount has already scored 2 points 2 consecutive weeks. I can't imagine him doing for 3. You never know, right? Stranger things have happened. Will says, pretty sure I'm doing Trossard to Saka. Need to get rid of Zaha to get Foden, and it's hard to sell with his fixtures. Yeah, fair enough. I agree where you are at in terms of that. Like, if I was to look at my team, I still think I'll keep Zaha. Zaha has 12 and 13 to make any sort of improvements. If it doesn't improve in these two, but these 3 fixtures, it's hard to say. But I'm way more tempted. If Zaha doesn't perform in these 2, I am extremely tempted to move Zaha to a Rashford for the final 3. To be honest, I would be tempted to do that because I would already have Foden and Saka by then as well. So yeah, that's something I'm also thinking about. So we'll have to see how Zaha does. Thanks Ryan for points, but gut feeling Mount will be rested again. Rested and Gallagher will play and Mount fresh for Man United in 13. Fair enough. Last time he plays like a winger. That explains why. I haven't watched too much of Leicester, but that would explain why he's what do you call? His bonus is really high. Actually, having said that, I can do it for you guys. Let me bring the members area up. Actually, let me move this out and let me bring the members area up for you guys to have a look and see, and we can have a look at that play. Actually, to be honest, bold shout, but I actually think the only good game for Arsenal coming up is Forest. No, you mean from an attacking point or a defensive point? Southampton are not too bad. Southampton, I don't think Southampton are yet to keep a clean sheet. I don't know if they've kept a clean sheet. Wolves also not too bad. We don't know if they'll even find a manager by then. Forest good. Obviously Chelsea tough. Oh, actually Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea probably tough. Let me bring up. Give me a second. Let me bring it up for you guys. Shubharan, how are you doing? Welcome. And also Ed Boss, welcome. How are you guys doing? Who is the top priority out of Saliba, Foden, Jesus, Martinelli, and Saka for Game Week 13? Top priority would be Foden and Saka, probably tied. Then it would be based on Martinelli and Saliba, assuming you had one of them, or if you had value stored in them, then it would be whoever you have value stored in. And then obviously after that, Jesus I think will be the final option I would probably look at. Mainly because Jesus is still on 4 yellow cards. 1 more yellow and he gets suspended for the next game. Son to Salah this week, or get Trossard and Zaha to Foden and Saka next week. Son to Salah this week. I would probably do that, Shubharan. Or get Trossard and Zaha to Foden and Salah. Wait. If you don't get Salah, you can get Foden and Saka next week. Oh, that is very interesting. I am very tempted by that then. The Foden and Saka next week. Is there any way you can get Foden and Saka while still keeping Salah? Is that a possibility? Which teams do you think are the most likely to keep a clean sheet? It's a good question you asked that because we do have clean sheet odds. So let's bring that up. Clean sheet odds. This is based on the free model of FPL Review. Southampton should be easy as well. So this is the clean sheet odds. I hope this is not too small. Maybe it is. Okay, clean sheet odds. Here we go for you guys. Here we go. Game Week 12 clean sheet data. This is the possibility of clean sheets. Southampton should be easy. Okay, I think I read that. If you enjoy the stream, then like it and follow. Yes. Make sure if you enjoy the stream and if you are new, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well. And yeah, welcome to the Football Chatbox. How are you doing, mate? Podcast coming soon. So, obviously because of the tight turnaround of this week, there was no Game Week 12 podcast. There will most likely be a Game Week 13 podcast, but I think it'll probably be on the Thursday because there are a lot of games on the Wednesday. So it'll probably be on the Thursday. And I'm trying to get Roy, who is one of the members of the panel team, or one of my co-hosts basically, because he is most likely going to be playing his wildcard. So I can get him on and talk about wildcard as well. I know quite a few of you guys will be playing your wildcard in Game Week 13, so it'll help you all as well to see what another wildcard is doing. And actually, Roy is also having a really good season this time. So yeah, Thursday for the FPL podcast. With regards to the normal Chatbox podcast that we do, where we just talk just general football, that will probably not be this week, maybe next week once my mate Alvin is back from New Zealand. He's traveling in New Zealand, so once he's back, we'll record that. Yeah, I can make that move, but it would be for a hit. Zaha fixtures are good, so taking a hit would be difficult. Fair enough. Salah to Son this week, Trossard and Zaha to Foden and Saka -4. That's for next week. That's not a bad move, Shubharan. I mean, I don't mind doing that, something like that. Who is the best Arsenal defender? For value, it would probably be Ben White. 4.5 million. Ben White would probably be my pick. After that, Saliba as your second pick. But it's a bit more expensive if you can afford it. If you can't, Ben White. That's all I'll go. Only those two. Now, I should probably do this move, shouldn't I? The Gomez move. There's nothing really stopping me from doing it, right? Okay, I'll probably make the transfer. James to Gomez for a 4-point hit. I'll be taking a -4, which is not too bad. I think a lot of people are taking a -4. And I think everyone here who also is on the chat did say that Gomez is not a bad shout. So I don't mind taking a Gomez move. And I don't think there is anything else that I should be knowing in team news or anything. And yeah, he most likely will play the next two. Bringing Gomez is bold. He could be rested for next week onwards. That's next week. It's fine. I don't have to worry about next week. You mean next game week? I don't think next game week it'll be rested. If you mean from 14 onwards, yeah, I don't mind. It's 3 game weeks. I can bring in an Arsenal defender then. I just need him to play West Ham and Forest. That's it. After that, I'll find another defender if I need to. He just needs to play West Ham and Forest. Once he plays West Ham and Forest, done. I don't have to worry about it. And also, based on the press conference news, Klopp said Konate probably training on Saturday. Liverpool have a different game on that day, so I mean, I don't think he'll drop Gomez, to be honest, before that. So I'm happy to actually try that and see. So shall we make that move? Because I actually, Konate was the injury scare. He could be back for Forest. He could be, but based on the comments I've read on Klopp, I mean, I don't know. Like Klopp said in his press conference, Ibu not in team training, but will not be that long. Will maybe be out for 10 days from original injury date until he can start training again. Maybe Saturday he is back in team training. So he says Saturday back in team training. And don't they have a game on Saturday? If I'm not mistaken. I do think Liverpool do have a game on Saturday. Yes, they do have a game on Saturday. So I didn't know Liverpool have training on the same day. But yeah, I think Gomez will play the two. I don't know. We'll see. I don't mind going there actually, to be honest. Looking at all the defensive options, I don't like it. I just wanted a Liverpool defender, to be honest. I think I prefer them over most of the other defenders at this point. Remember Trent injury, lucky to be 2 weeks back on the bench against City. I know, right? I don't know how he said 2 weeks and he's back. This brings me to the conversation I had with Pras. And Pras said maybe it was like Klopp was like, yeah, you're in the firing line. We'll take you out at halftime. We'll just say it's an injury so you can get a rest and then we'll bring you back. And seems like something like that. So his injury, even if he did get an injury, it probably wasn't a major injury. They were like, we'll say 2 weeks so that he can be out of the firing line as well for some time. So yeah. What's the predicted point for Salah in Game Week 12 and Foden plus Saka? Also, Ashlyn, welcome to the Football Chatbox. I hope you're having a great day. Predicted points for Salah is 6.7. He is the highest predicted points for this game week. For Foden plus Saka, I'm assuming you're asking for game week 13. Is that the case? Club 400 IQ Boo on FPL. Indeed, yep. We're not in this. We're in a different this thing. Predicted point for Salah in game week. Oh, okay. Let me change that back then. Actually, let me bring another one up. Give me a second, Ash. If you have bench options, that's okay. Managers won't normally sub on defenders. Yep, true. Okay, let's do it then. Let's do it. James for Gomez. Done. Moves done. Salah captain. Vice captain would be... Would be vice captain? Let's go Trossard. I look at this team and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players playing today. Sheesh. 5 players playing in the first game. That's gonna hurt. Bowen is gonna score. Oh no, don't do this to me, Ashlyn. Don't do this to me. I hope Bowen doesn't score. You better not. Okay. Game week 13, Salah expected points right now is at 7. Foden. Let's actually switch this to mids, shall we? Okay, here we go. Salah at 7, Saka at 5.2, and Foden at 4.8. That's your game week 13 predicted points. Sorry, here we go. Let me sort that, but that helps it a bit more. There you go. That's game week 13. Better Crystal Palace and Brighton defenders. Unfortunately, I already have a Crystal Palace defender and I already have Brighton defender, and I'm already maxed out at Crystal Palace players as well. So both of those options out, and I already have a Newcastle defender. So the only left option is like, okay, you either go Leicester defender or you go for double Newcastle defense, or you go a Liverpool defender. So I went the Liverpool defender route. No hits for me this week. 25 in the league. Team review, please. Let's do it. Gomez assist, Bobby. I would take that. Gomez assist, goal, 3 bonus points. You name it. I will take it. Let's have a team review, shall we? If you guys haven't joined the league code is in the right down at the bottom. X269WB. Make sure to join. There are over 100 managers, and we got some top managers doing excellent work here. And also for today, we've got Chris and James who joined. So congrats to them. Let's look at Shubharan's team, number 25. He's got Pope, Trippier, Kilman, Son, Zaha, Tony, Mitro. Got Andreas, Webster, and Guehi. Got your Haaland captain. Interesting. This is actually a pretty decent team for this week. Who did you make the move for in terms of Trossard? Madison? Did you go Trossard? But apart from that, the team is pretty solid. Who are you captaining? I'm interested to know who you're going to captain. And who did you bring in? But yeah, pretty solid team for this week. Should I go for Gomez as well? Not confident that Crystal Palace will keep a clean sheet. If you're not confident in Crystal Palace, then yeah, Gomez is not a bad option. But just keep in mind, I've also gone with the risk, knowing that he's not a long-term option. For 2 game weeks, is not a bad shout, I think. So you can go there as well, Ian. You can go there if you want to. Used 1 free transfer, Madison and Trossard. Okay, fair enough. Santa Salah is a second move I am considering. Ooh. You can do the Santa Salah move. Just check with regards to your funds. If you're trying to bring in the likes of a Saka, a Foden, etc., that you actually have the funds to do that while having Salah in your team, if that's something you're considering. Because end of the day, I think if you're trying to make any moves, just consider those two fellows as well, Foden and Saka, because they are doing really well. One of the more consistent players in the game at the moment, and you probably want them. But yeah, I mean, Sandro Salah is not a bad shot as well. Especially if you're thinking of like captaining Salah, I don't mind it. Saka plus Foden plus Salah in the next 2 game weeks for -4. That's not bad. I mean, that probably would pay itself out eventually. That's not too bad. That would most likely pay itself. Also, in terms of captaincy in the poll right now, if you guys haven't voted in the poll, do vote in the poll. It's still ongoing. And the captaincy right now, as things stands, is Salah at 45%, Trossard at 32%. It's quite a split. Like, it's very even. 16% towards Kane and 7% other. Interesting. 0.5 in the bank after the moves. Okay, that's actually pretty good. That's not bad. That's actually pretty decent. Need to actually do some work. Good luck this week. No worries, Will. Thank you for joining. And also, I hope you have a great game week, Will. Make sure to... I mean, what was I going to say? Actually, have a great game week. I hope you get a green arrow. And I'll see you for the deadline stream on Saturday. So yeah, good luck. Ian says Foden or Saka next game week. Leaning towards Foden for good fixture run until game week 18. Or you mean game week 16? Saka has Chelsea in game week 14. I mean, I think both are pretty good. Saka has Chelsea in game week 15. So you have Saka still for Southampton and Forest, to be honest. You have Saka for Southampton and Forest. So both are good. What are predicted points for Zaha versus Foden versus Saka in game week 13? Let us have a look. Who are we looking again? Zaha, Foden, and Saka. So game week 13, Saka 5.2, Foden 4.8, Zaha 4.5. Zodiac says, good luck, Will. Indeed. Good luck, Will. So that's the expected points. Let me just type this on Twitter. Okay. So Zaha to Saka is a marginal difference, but a hit for troll player. But a hit for a troll player is fine, I guess. To be honest, I would actually still kind of give Zaha at least another week, to be honest, especially this 5.6 week. Who is this 5.6 week? Okay, you got to give Zaha at least under Southampton. And then the last 2 game weeks you can... Oh, but then... Yeah. I'll leave that to you, Shubhran, to make the move on that. It's good fixture still, end of the day. On the other hand, I'm thinking of doing Trossard and Andreas to Saka and Foden. And then if Zaha doesn't perform by game week 14, right? If he doesn't perform on game week 14, he's out, and then Rashford will come in for those 2 games. Or even if he doesn't perform until game week 13. But I probably need to give him Southampton. But yeah. That's probably how my midfield will be. So we'll see. In terms of locks right now, Salah is a lock, and probably the only lock in my midfield until the end of the World Cup. So yeah, that's basically where we are in terms of team. So this is the team this is the team for game week 12. Captaincy on Salah, vice captaincy on Trossard. 5 players playing today. Oh no, my god. I hope I get up and I see a green arrow. What I would do for a green arrow right now. I don't know what a green arrow looks like these days. Thoughts on Bailly as mid this week. Leon Bailly. If you have him, you play him. If you don't have him, you don't bring him in. That's what I would say, Ashland. If you have him, you play him. If you don't have him, you don't bring him in. He almost came close to scoring, by the way, to be honest. But against Fulham, to be honest, Fulham defensively aren't really strong. So I don't mind playing Leon Bailly if you have him. Would love to keep Zaha and get Saka, but that's too many hits. Fair enough. Come on, Trossard, get a 0.1 right so that I can make Mitrovic. Oh, you got Trossard before this thing, right? Before the price rise yesterday. I wish I did that, but I didn't. Now I got him only now. I actually wish I did that. But you never know. He might actually get a rise if he actually like hammers away or something. But you never know. You will still go for Saka next week? Yes. Even though you have Martinelli to cover Arsenal? Yes. Because Arsenal and City are right now the best teams in the league. And the way they're getting points right now, I am all over that. I would definitely go for that, yes. Zodiac says, I saw a predicted lineup without Bay. Ooh, but I don't know. Yeah, the thing with like Leon Bay, I have to bring Bay. Maybe as I need Salah next week. I have Kane and Haaland also. So you want to bring in Leon Bay. Okay, wait. So instead of bringing in Leon Bay, you basically need a midfielder around their price bracket. How much is Leon Bay again? 4.6. Ashland, is it that you just have only 4.6, or how much do you have in the bank to make a move on a midfielder, a budget midfielder? And also, yeah, 3 premiums, I probably wouldn't go there. Yes, it just makes this quite a bit unflexible, but up to you. Saka versus Foden for next week. Which one would you choose? I would probably go towards Saka mainly because of the Southampton game compared to Brighton against City. That's the main reason. But we have also seen in the past, whenever City have lost a game, the next team, unfortunately, whoever ends up facing them as the next team, RIP, the team gets hammered. So, yeah. I would still probably lean towards Saka, but it's good. It's good, this thing. It's not a bad option. I might go down to 1 premium. 1 premium? Where are you putting all that money in, Zodiac? Where is all the money going? Is it going back to defense? I had the exact amount. 0.1 will be left after Salah move. Ooh. I guess it is Leon Bailly then. I'm assuming you already have Andres Pereira. Because I can't recommend anyone else for you. But yeah, if you want to do a premium, you can. But yeah, not the most recommended. But you can if you want to do it. I'm not going to stop you guys from it. De Zerbi likes to attack so much. Don't think he's going to park the bus against City. He's not going to park the bus against City, especially after he's basically built his football based on how Pep Guardiola plays. There's no way that he's going to go and play against Pep Guardiola and then play differently to how Pep Guardiola plays. So he's definitely going to attack. So Foden is also a good option, which is why I'm just going to bring in both next week. I'm like, yeah, I'm tired of getting red arrows and seeing red arrows. I need these points. So I'm going there. But yeah. Predicted team for Chelsea and Brighton. To be honest, right now there are no the predictors haven't really made a predicted team, have they? I don't know. Let me check Emma's Twitter. No, they haven't really made a predicted team for Chelsea or anything. I don't think this guy has also predicted anything for Chelsea. Is he? Oh yeah, he is. Here we go. So if you wanted a predicted lineup for Chelsea versus Brentford, this is a possibility. Yeah, I can see this happening. Anyone wants a Chelsea predicted lineup? Here we go. For Brighton, I don't think we'll be able to find one for Brighton, to be honest. I get many 8 million midfielders, maybe Trent, not sure. Okay, fair enough. Where are you getting out for the Saka plus Foden? So Saka plus Foden would be Trossard and Andres Pereira. That will be the move. I need to make sure that I can still afford that move. So it would be Trossard and Andres, and I would have Foden. Why is Foden at 8.3? When did he go up? And then obviously Saka. And I still have 0.4 in the bank. So yeah, that will be the move. I'll be having Trossard and Andres Pereira. So yeah, that's the Chelsea predicted lineup. I don't think I can find one for Brighton, to be honest. It's very hard to find one for Brighton. Cucurella was so poor against Villa. Don't think he starts again. Fair enough. But who plays Chilwell? Probably Chilwell, right? In that area. So game week 13, I'll have Martinelli, Cancelo, Guehi, Trippier, Shaw, Andreas, Mitro, Kane, Haaland, Salah, Pope. Either Salah or Bailly, or Foden and Saka. The total predicted points is similar over 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, enough? Wait. Saying you either have a combo of Salah and Bailly and a combo compared to a combo of Foden and Saka. I would choose the combo of Foden plus Saka. That would just be my pick. I would prefer the combo of Foden plus Saka, but I can see why people would prefer the Salah combo, especially given now the fact that Jota is out, Luis Diaz is out. Basically, Liverpool's attack is very dependent on Salah right now, so you might as well play him. If Salah plays another week of centre forward or like central, then I can see why Salah is going to be a really good cap option. But I still kind of edge to prefer the Foden Saka combo. But yeah, no interest in Tony after Chelsea game. His fixtures are looking good now. To be honest, I didn't have any interest in Tony before the Chelsea game as well. Because I didn't expect him to actually get this much against Brighton or Newcastle, to be honest. I thought Newcastle and Brighton would be much more better defenses. Newcastle were. Unfortunately, they still conceded 1 goal. And Brighton, I don't know what happened to Brighton. But after the Chelsea game, I don't mind it. Villa, Wolves and Forest. The thing is, if Tony was to come, it would have to be for Mitrovic. And unfortunately, Mitrovic has to go in these 2 weeks. Mitrovic will have to play. So the thing is, Mitrovic will probably be my game week 15 move. To who, I don't know. And I can't afford Tony right now, unfortunately. He's just gone so high up. So I can't even afford him. So I need someone for 15 and 16, a striker. And I don't think Tony will be the guy. So yeah, we'll see. I'm off for now. Good luck, guys. See you, Zodiac. Thank you for stopping by. And yeah, good luck. Good luck for the game week. And I hope you get a green arrow. And obviously, continue to do well. Top 500 next game. Top 100 basically. So good luck to you, Zodiac. Salah against Forest is too good to miss. Fair enough. Jota out impacts Salah position onto the wing now. Don't know. It depends on how Klopp utilizes Salah. Salah winger, I will sell him. I don't think Salah is a winger yet. We don't know what he played more centrally. He could still probably play. I saw a predicted line. Let me find it for you guys. I saw a predicted Liverpool lineup that had Salah more centrally. Let me see if I can find it. So most of the predicted lineups I look at seem to have Salah more centrally, either in a cam or striker position. So yeah, I don't think Salah will be playing wing at the moment, at least, because you can Liverpool can play basically. They can play Harvey Elliott right on that slightly wing position, and then you play. Oh, you can even play if you wanted to play someone else. I don't know, like Harvey Elliott most likely on that side, and then Carvalho on the left, Firmino on the right, maybe. Also, Eric, welcome to the Football Chatbox. Salah center, yeah, I think Salah most likely center. Salah striker now. TB is like, this man better be playing striker or he's out of the door. But yeah, I think Salah will be playing striker or at least cam, one of the two. Or in that number 10 position basically. I have front three of Tony, Haaland and Mitro. Wow, Tony's getting me points, but the Andres to Saka move is tempting. Tony to Solanke, Edward, Costa, Trossard to Saka, Andres Foden. Tony to Solanke is not a bad option. See, I wish I did Solanke instead of Edward. But the thing is, well, now looking back at it, maybe I could have done it because I didn't think about Gomez back then. Because before I was like slightly worried about the because I have 0.4, right? 0.4 would have been just enough to get Solanke. I wish I did the Solanke move now, but then I wasn't sure whether I would get Gomez or not, because I thought Konate will be back earlier, but he wasn't, unfortunately. So look at it, all hindsight, it is what it is. But yeah, Solanke would have been a good option. LM could be Carvalho though. Yeah, I think the left side could be Carvalho. We've basically seen Carvalho play that spot, so I still think he'll continue to play that. It's between him, Darwin again on that left side, assuming the guy actually passes this time and doesn't. I mean, yeah, if he passes to a player that is open. But yeah. Yep, striker or SL. Yep. It's like, if you're not striker, mate, you're out of the door. Solanke points are so lucky. Absolute shithouse review for it. I wish I had that shithouse review right now. The guy hasn't done me anything. Sorry, my strikers haven't done anything except for Haaland. I wish I went. Edward, you better be scoring a hat-trick today against Wolves. Oh, I wish I went Solanke. You better be scoring a hat-trick, my friend. So when I get up, I want to be looking at my phone and I want to go, yes, Edward hat-trick. Aman, welcome. Aman, madam. Van Dijk or Robbo. Although, I'm not sure if Robertson will be rested slightly because of the quick games. But for the like a long term move, not long term because now it's short term, but until the end of the World Cup, then Robbo. Nunes down the middle now. I feel Palace vs Wolves is a typical nil. Oh, don't say that, Shubharan. I have 3 players playing against Wolves. I need goals. I don't need a nil. Okay, I need a clean sheet, but I don't need a 0-0. I need goals in one side of the game. Because I have Kilman and Gray. Oh, don't say. See, this is the thing. I'll take a. Let's negotiate, right? I'll take a Crystal Palace clean sheet, and I'll take some goals from Crystal Palace from Zaha and Edward. Boone is a striker. TB is like, oh no. Oh my god. Classic. But yeah. Alright. So back to my team. This is the I don't even look at last game. Let's not look at that. I'm having a bad season so far. Need to improve. But this is the team. This is how it's looking like. Salah captain, Trossard vice captain, -4 taken. I just want to get. We have 5 players playing today. When I get up, I just want to see points and a green arrow. That's basically it. Does anyone else have any questions? If not, we're coming towards the closing stages of the stream. I still need to do a bit of work for the scout strikers keepers the scout tournament basically, because I'm managing one of the teams, so I need to still do a slight bit of work over there, and then I need to head to bed. So does anyone else have any questions before we wrap it up slowly? And in terms of captaincy, Salah at 40%, Trossard at 30%, Kane at 19%, and other at 11%. This is after 53 votes. So if you haven't voted it, do vote. And yeah. Also, make sure to subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button as well. We are at, where are we at? 414 subscribers. So do subscribe if you are new and feel free to ask your questions. Imagine if it's a 1-1 with Kilman. Oh no. Oh. Why? Oh my god. Okay, Sean says, for next week, will you take a hit to take Kane out to bring Salah in? For next week. See, I don't really want to take Kane out, given that he's scoring well. He's very consistent. He's one of the most consistent premium players right now in the league. I don't know why you would really want to take Kane out. If you want, so if you're not bringing Salah in this week, just see where Salah plays. If he continues to play at a striker position, then you could probably think about bringing him in against Forest. But if not, I mean, Kane is someone that I don't really want to drop, to be honest. I still think he's a great player. And if I'm not mistaken, not next week, but the week after, Kane plays Forest. Oh no, he plays Bournemouth. And he plays Leeds. Oh, I can see why people will want to drop Kane. Because you're having basically 2 good game weeks out of the remaining 5. Yeah, I can see why people would want to drop Kane. But yeah, it's a very hard one. I'll leave you to decide on that. But yeah, it's possible. Sean. 3 Palace players. Good luck, Ryan. Thank you, TB. I need all the luck I can get. Shubharan says, you have triple Palace? My god. I know, right? What was I thinking? I should have just gone Edward to Solanke. You guys were there in the deadline stream when I made the move. You should have talked me out of it, you know? This is why I have you guys, to talk me out of moves that I might do that are stupid. So you guys had to talk me out of these moves. And also, Ashwin, welcome to the Football Chatbox. I hope you're having a great day. And I hope I pronounced your name correctly. And you've asked, do you think Sufal will start? Good question. I'm not really sure whether Sufal will start, but to be honest, I don't think West Ham have that many options in terms of defensive players, especially given their centre backs and all are out. So I do think Sufal will start. That's at least what I think. Because just because they're lacking in defensive numbers, I think Sufal will start. So if you have Sufal, I would play him. I probably won't take a hit to transfer him out. Don't worry, Ryan. I have triple Palace to Guaita, Guehi, and Zaha. 3-0 to Palace. I like you, Sean. This is why. This is the kind of things we like to hear. 3-0 to Palace. That's good. Shumher, why are you talking? There's no benching. No. No benching. Oh, Zaha gets benched, but he comes off the bench and he scores a hat-trick. That's another possible move. Let me bring my chat over here so I can like look at it directly, so the camera is facing directly instead of like this way. Hi man, thanks, you pronounce it correct. Nice. West Ham 1, Liverpool 0. You guys are out here to get me, aren't you? West Ham 1, Liverpool 0. Let me guess, is Bowen getting a penalty and Bowen's gonna score, isn't he? Imagine a West Ham team with no like proper fit centre backs actually keeping a clean sheet against Liverpool. I don't know. As a United fan, I don't know whether to laugh or to cry because I have Salah as my captain. But yeah. Apparently every bench player now gets a hat-trick. First Son, then Salah, now Zaha. The thing is, of those two hat-tricks, I didn't even like. Okay, Salah was in the UCL. I don't play UCL fantasy. Son, I didn't own, unfortunately, because I got news that he's not going to start, and I took him off on that team before my wild card. And obviously now Zaha, he scores. I mean, no, Zaha hasn't scored. We wish he scores a hat-trick, but yeah, we'll see. Also, guys, if you are new, hit the like button and subscribe. Trying to get to 500 subscribers. The goal this season is to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the season, and it would be possible with you guys and girls, basically. I think we should be good. Any final questions? In terms of the poll, Salah still leading the way, although this time his percentage for captaincy has dropped to 41%. 30% of you think Trossard, or 30% of you guys going for Trossard, 18 going for Kane, and 11 going for other. And the other has been like Sterling, Aubameyang, so it's quite a few Chelsea players. Some Trippiers. Yeah. Salah Blank versus Zaha Banger. Which one would you choose? I would choose. Ooh. What? No, wait. Why is it Salah Blank versus Zaha Banger? Why can't it be a Salah Banger versus Zaha Banger? It's Salah banging versus Zaha, then I would go Salah. Because his captain, I still think he'll be a bit low owned compared to everyone else. Yeah. Too early, but captain for Gameweek 13, thinking Haaland. Yeah, it's got to be Haaland for 13. Pictures is good. Brighton. So far, again, Brighton haven't really kept a clean sheet under the new manager. And I don't think De Zerbi is going to park the bus against City. So, yeah, Brighton. Gabriel, how are you doing? Should I sell Kane for Salah? It's a tough move to make, to be honest, like, because I think Kane is still a good asset. So I probably wouldn't look to sell Kane. But if you wanted to, you can. But it's not like I wouldn't really. Here's the thing. If I had Kane, and if my only way to get Salah was to sell Kane, I would have slight hesitations about it, but I might still do it because of the fact that there are other strikers scoring well. You got the likes of Tony doing well. You have the likes of Solanke doing pretty well as well. So I would probably still do it and also just because we just seen Spurs' fixtures, and yeah, where was it? Spurs fixtures. Let me get Spurs fixtures up. It's a few tough fixtures until the end of game week 16. So yeah, I would probably do it, but slightly edging. But yeah, I would probably do it because Salah's fixtures are better. That's why. But it's up to you. I'm not going to tell you must get rid of Kane. It's not a must. I think Kane has been a really great fantasy asset, and if you wanted to keep him, I am happy to recommend keeping him as well. Edward Brace incoming only to Shubhara is out here to jinx me basically. It can be tough watching Salah if Trossard blanks tonight as captain. Ooh. Here's the thing, VL. I hope he doesn't. I know I haven't captained Trossard, but I hope he doesn't blank. I want him to score actually. So for your sake, I do hope Trossard scores. Ken is gonna get a pen somehow. It's written, right? The refs for United and the dodgy refereeing in United's game so far, it's basically written that Spurs come to Old Trafford and get a penalty, and that is for some dodgy decision, and then Kane scores it. And then I go on Twitter and say VAR is shit because VAR is not doing a good job. That's how it works. You heard it here first. Alright. Let's go for another 5 minutes. Or not even 4 minutes, right? And then we'll probably end it there in another 4 to 5 minutes. So if you guys do have any questions, feel free to ask right now. And then we'll probably... I don't know if there's any other... United really have trouble in scoring last week. Yeah, that's the thing, right? United have trouble scoring against low block teams. And also, if you were to look at the stats of United's defensive numbers, I know they're looking a bit better, but defensive numbers, it's still not great. I think if there was any other better team, because Newcastle created a few chances. Omania or whoever the team we played against Cyprus, they also created a few chances. So defense also isn't strong. So I think Spurs can create. The thing is, Spurs don't create too many chances. They like to sit back and counter. So yeah, again, United will come up against another low block team. It's not going to be easy. So we'll have to see. It's a cycle of United versus Spurs game. Yep, it is. James plus Jesus to Doherty plus Kane for -4. Rate my team. I'm 4th in your league. Zachariah, let's have a look. Doherty and Kane. Double Spurs. Interesting. Wait, where are you? Is this the team? Is this the team? Oh wow, that's a lot of 3, 4, 5. Oh, you had Dallas on the bench. Unlucky. Man United 2 shots on target. Yeah, indeed. They're not good. They're not creating. They struggle against low block teams at the moment. I mean, Doherty plus Kane is... The thing with Doherty right now is... I don't know whether... The problem is, I don't know what's going to happen with Doherty from the following game week onwards once Emerson's ban is off. Once Emerson's suspension is off, I don't know whether Doherty will still continue to play or whether Doherty will be off and Emerson back in. That's one thing I'm not sure about Doherty. Kane, on the other hand, I don't mind. I think he's a pretty good option. You could also, on the other hand, if you wanted to, You could do James to, if you wanted, Doherty, and you can do De Bruyne to Salah. That's another option as well that you could probably think of doing if you wanted to. But yeah, Doherty is the one thing I'm not really sure. In terms of long term, if you wanted. Did you watch the United versus Newcastle game? Yes, I did. Unfortunately, I did. They were so unlucky. They should have scored in the second half. Who, Newcastle or United? I think United should have scored as well. I thought United should have still won that game, but yeah. Who did I captain? Trossard or Salah or Solanke? I'm going Salah, mainly because of the fact that West Ham have absolutely no defense. Now that I have said they have no defense, they'll go and keep a clean sheet like Shubharan said. But I'm going Salah because of the fact that West Ham are missing of defenders, or at least central defenders. And they're playing fullbacks at central defense. So that's why I'm going Salah. But Trossard is also not a bad option. And as you can see in the captaincy poll, 40% think Salah, 31% thinks Trossard. So it's not too far. Having a Newcastle defense, I was shit scared with the way Anthony and Rashford were ripping into Burn. Fan of double Newcastle. Fan of. Zuma is back. Nope, Zuma is not back. Not yet. Also, Zachariah, I hope I answered your question. Do let me know if I did answer your question. Why did I go back to points? I don't want to even look at my points from last week. It was that bad. Okay. Any other questions? Before we... Also, guys, make sure to hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. So if you do enjoy, do hit the subscribe button. Abdul Rahman, how are you doing, bro? My team is 81233. Should I transfer out Haaland for cheap striker and Madison for Salah? How much value do you have stored in Haaland, by the way, Abdul Rahman? I probably wouldn't do it, to be honest. Madison for Salah, though, you can probably do it unless you need to. If you need to transfer out Salah, then I probably wouldn't do that. Then transfer Haaland in next. Again, it depends on how much value you have stored in Haaland. If you have a lot of value stored in Haaland, I wouldn't do that because I don't think you'll be able to afford Haaland again next game week. I'm going to go with Salah. Hopefully he hauls. Good luck, VL. If he doesn't haul, I'll be there right alongside you being disappointed in Salah and Liverpool, who have once again let me down. Let's have a look at Abdul Rahman, who has how much money in the bank. Also, you need to join the football chat. Oh yeah, there, 31. You have 1.5 in the bank. The question is, you got Haaland for... Where is it? How do I even find out when you got him for? Doesn't even show when you got Haaland. How much did you buy Haaland for? I have no idea. Bought him when he was 11.5. Okay, then don't do it. No. Don't transfer Haaland out. He's 12.2 now. You're going to lose 0.4 in value. I wouldn't do it. No. Basically had him from the start. That's a lot of value to lose. Don't do it. Or should I transfer Kane and Madison for Salah and cheap striker? That is something you could probably do. Again, depends on when you bought. Oh, you haven't lost too much in terms of Kane. Yeah. That is something you can do. You can do Kane. Don't do Haaland. You have too much value in Haaland. But then how many players does that end up? Does that leave you with? That's another question. But that's something you could probably do if you wanted to. Muhammad, how are you doing? Welcome. I think Zaha hat-trick. I love what you say. That's the kind of positivity we need in this chat. Zaha hat-trick, I will take it. I have Zaha, I will take it. And also hope you're having a great day, Muhammad. Now, before we wrap it towards, should I transfer out Kane and Madison? I read that 52 predicted points this game week. Surely green arrow. Surely, hopefully. How much predicted points do I have for this game week? Oh god, 43.4. Because that doesn't have who did I bring in here? Trossard and James out, and basically Trossard and James was, where the hell is Gomez? Why isn't he up here? Oh man. Here we go. 47.9. Not the best, to be honest. But it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. If I transfer out Kane, I will have 11 players exactly. While if I transfer Haaland out, I'll have 12 with Mings, who is flagged. I would still do the Kane move instead if you wanted Salah. I wouldn't do the Haaland move. That's a lot of value you're about to lose. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't recommend that. Because that money, you won't realize it now, but later down the line, that 0.4 that you have just lost, you would have wanted somewhere else. That 0.4 could be the difference between getting like a mid-price player to a premium player, or like a budget to a mid-price player. So don't do it. In terms of getting rid of Haaland, that is. Okay. Where we are wrapping it to a close. We've almost reached 2 hours as well. And we're not going to go all the way to the deadline, obviously, compared to other times. So we'll wrap it now towards the end. If you have any final questions, feel free to ask before we wrap it up. What do you think the average points for this game week? Probably about 55, 52, 50 maybe. Let's say 50 points for this game week. Average points for this game week, 50 points as the average points. Rising players today. Let me get that up for you. Price rises. Give me a second. Okay, so price rises, in terms of price rises, players who are rising. We have there we go. Price rises for you guys. I need to probably this thing it. Make it bigger for you guys. So many ads. There we go. Price rises. Looks like Mount Trossard. What? Who wanted a 0.1 on Trossard? I didn't know he's going that high. That's skyrocket high. Salah, Mitrovic, and Almiron. Your followers are... I think this might slow down though. We'll see. Martinelli, Haaland falling. That's a shocking thing. Kulusevski, Nico. I think there's a lot of time for this to change. So I think this will change. Don't worry too much about it for now. But yeah, that's the price rises. I probably wouldn't look at it now. There's so many hours left to go before that thing like adjust and everything. So yeah. Okay, noted, bro. Thanks a lot. No worries, bro. No worries. I hope you have a great game week as well. Okay, let's call it close wraps. And let me just read the final few questions. Thanks, Ryan. Hope you have a good game week and a green arrow. Nice stream as always. Before you wrap, Salah history versus West Ham. Any idea? I can find that information. Let me find that. Hold on, give me a second. I think I should be able to find that. Let me see. Here we go. See, you can always find stuff. Let me reject this. Salah versus list of goals against West Ham United by Mohamed Salah. He scored 1 goal last game, another goal the last game. In 2020, he had a penalty. So basically, he scored only a goal a game against West Ham, by the looks of things, for Salah. Oh no, sorry. This is both in like one game. So he scored 2 games in the last one against West Ham. The one before that in Anfield, the 2-1 win, he scored a penalty. After that, he scored 1. Yeah, so the last game he scored 2, and then after that, it's been just like 1 goal. Yeah, that's basically Salah and his history. Trossard and Mitrovic rising 0.2 gain in this case. Probably. Should I hold Bowen this game? Yeah, I don't mind holding Bowen, to be honest. Still a decent pick. Still a decent pick. Here we go. This is a better thing to find out for Salah. Compared to what I found out before for you guys. Okay, here we go. Salah versus West Ham. He had in the last game, 21-22, he didn't have anything. No goals, no assist. He had 1 assist in the away fixture, in the 3-2 for some reason. Before that, he had 2 goals in 2021 season. He had 1 goal in the home fixture, 2 in the away. And then obviously again returned here. But yeah, this is basically Salah's history against West Ham. In the Premier League, this is, by the way, just in the Premier League. So this is on Transfer Market, so you guys can find it on Transfer Market if you wanted to. So yeah, that's basically Salah's history. Hopefully Salah comes good. Hopefully indeed. So I'll see you next game week. And okay, final few questions. Martin93, welcome. Why do people ask content creators what to do in FPL? Just play your own. Where is the fun if you will copy? Okay, here's my answer with regards to that. Why do people ask content creators what to do? I don't think they're asking content creators what to do in terms of like copying. It's more so for a soundboard, right? Like it's just asking your friend, hey, what are you doing in FPL? Like what moves are you thinking about? And then they give you their opinion, and then you take that opinion and then you make your own decision. That's basically what, at least that's what I think in this community right here in our channel, that's what we are doing. We are basically just talking as like friends and just like bouncing ideas. So I ask the chat as well what they are doing. So I just bounce off ideas and I'm like, okay, maybe this is a good move. And then so like today, the move for Gomez, I basically asked the chat and like especially any Liverpool fans there, what do you guys think? And people said it was a good move, so I've done it. So it's just bouncing off ideas. I don't think, at least here in this channel, I feel like people are here just to bounce off ideas and just talk and have fun. Not in terms of copying or anything. That's just my take on it. If you want to copy, it's up to you, but I'm not stopping anyone from there. I'm just here to have fun and talk with people who have similar interest. Your opinion on using free hit. Use a free hit if you have less than, if you can't field 9, 10 or 11 players with a hit, then you can use a free hit. If you can field 11, 10 or 9 players with a hit, then I probably wouldn't use a free hit. So that's my opinion on a free hit, Naveen. But yeah, having answered all of that, we've also reached 2 hours. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully all of that answers, like all of the questions have been answered and everything is good. Thank you everyone. Thank you to everyone who joined the stream. Hopefully I've answered Naveen's question and Martin's question as well. Thank you to Shubharan. Thank you to Amit. Thank you to Gabriel, Abdurrahman, Ian, Will, VL, Zachariah, TB, Ashlyn, Ashwin, Sean, Aman, Zodiac, Ian I mentioned as well, Eric, who else? I think, who have I missed? Have I missed anyone? Oh, Alex, and Rohan, Justin, and yeah, Amit I mentioned as well. So yeah, thank you to everyone who joined the chat. I hope you guys have a great week. Paul as well, right in the start, and along with Chris as well. So good luck everyone. Hope you have a great week. And El Padrino says take care. Thank you as well. Take care as well. I hope everyone has a great week, enjoys the football. Green arrows to all of you guys and girls and everyone else. Green arrows to everyone. Thank you for talking to me and thank you for spending time here. Enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy the football, and I'll see you all for podcast on Thursday and then deadline stream on Saturday. So I haven't said all of that. Time to end. Basically, good night everyone, and green arrows to you all. And Amit says thank you Ryan, take care, best of luck for game week and T20. Thank you Amit, and best of luck to you too as well. See you guys.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step.